Okay, we are live with day 121 of hunting shiny authentic Sinistea. Greetings indeed. Let's do the lottery. 73708. Those are good numbers. Pretty good number. D's nuts! They were bad numbers, but we did match with D's nuts. The callbacks, the references. I don't even know if I've ever referenced it before, but still counts. D's nuts. Okay. So, day 121. Not ideal hunting conditions. It is hailing. I think that the best way to deal with hail is that you lead with Gardevoir, taunt so that they can't use Memento, Hypnosis to put them to sleep, and then switch to Ninetales to change the weather to sun, and then go Chandelure to do other things. Good morning, Smoxy. Happy Saturday. Hope you had a good week. We got all the BW words that are definitely words. But yes, anyway, we'll figure it out. We'll make this hunt work. Ideally, it would not be hailing, but, you know, what are the chances we're even going to find it anyway? Low. Low as always. Teacups. Looking around for teacups. That's what we always do. Let's try to find the teacups. There's one. That's rare to find one back in this corner. It's actually not that rare. That's why I check back here, is because occasionally they spawn back here. Well, I have had a week where I have just felt tired every day. And instead of starting off the weekend... Is there another one? No, that's a Nidoran. Instead of starting out the weekend with getting more sleep, I started out with getting less sleep, like a pro. So, you know, good start. Been playing Minecraft for weeks non-stop. Nice. I did hop on, some friends made a server for 1.17. So I did hop on and play for like maybe an hour or two just to check out 1.17 and the new ore generation. And seems decently interesting. I'm again more interested in 1.18 when that finally comes out, but it was nice. I got to play some Minecraft for the first time in a while. Been going to bed later too. I mean, yeah, I think it's like it's okay to go to bed late as long as you're able to sleep in, but I keep not being able to sleep in. It's fine. It's fine. We'll manage. Tonight is the night that I go to sleep at a decent time that isn't 3 a.m. Oh, Cryogon will go away. Gotta find the shiny teacup. But yes, I played some Minecraft. New features. The caves, like, it seems like there are way more ores in caves now, and probably part of that is copper, just increasing the prevalence of stuff to mine. But it's like fewer diamonds, but more everything else, which is kind of cool. Play like 13 hours a day, go from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. or something. 11:30. That's what I used to do. Back when I was in sort of towards the end of middle school and beginning of high school, there was this server called MCPVP, and they had a Hunger Games server where at the start of the game, it was like 120 person lobbies, and at the start of the of the game, everyone picks a kit that gives you a special ability, and then you just fight to the death. And I used to do it with my brother and a friend for like basically the entire day. We'd like wake up and go on MC PvP and play Hunger Games literally all day. Been working on a mega build that you gave lore to. Nice. Ooh, Absol. I didn't know that Absol spawned out here. This looks like a rare spawn. Adding lore to builds is fun. It makes it feel more impactful when you're constructing them. Been working on it. No, I read that one. Been playing in a realm and have not gotten a single diamond. Oh dang. I did. Okay, seriously, the spawning in this corner is driving me insane. Anyway, in the like hour and a half that I played where I was caving, I did find like 9 or 10 diamonds, but I was in a really good cave system, so there were lots of branching paths and tunnels. Also, the sheer number of mobs that were spawning was ridiculous. Came to help the teacups, the Absol did. I mean, Absol's cool. That's a cool rare spawn. I feel like I've never seen an Absol spawn out here before. That was certainly intriguing. But yeah, no, I got diamonds and then met up with my friend, and he had an enchantment table, so I used my diamonds, made a pickaxe, made a couple of pickaxes. Okay, never mind, maybe Absol isn't as rare of a spawn as I thought it was. Made some pickaxes, and I was just trying to get fortune, and I couldn't get fortune. So, that was unfortunate. Refuse to enter caves because you're a coward. Well, that does lock you out from finding the diamonds. You don't mind, you build. But building is faster if you have materials and resources. I guess you can trade. You can technically trade with villagers for good tools, or you could explore and get go to the end cities. Although I feel like at that point, if you're going to end cities, you might as well just go into caves. And I guess you can still strip mine for resources without going through caves. But I don't know how strip mining works in 1.17. I don't know what the right layer is to pick to mine at. But yeah, no, especially, it seems like mobs were spawning more regular. It might have just been the cave that I was in. It seemed like every couple seconds there was another zombie coming in. Iron is enough for building. Yeah, I mean, you mostly just want to have... I guess you can put efficiency on iron tools also. It's basically, it comes down to efficiency for being able to break stuff quickly. And if you can get enough resources to build a nice a beacon to get haste, that also helps. Do you want to hear what I have lore-wise for your build? Sure. I am intrigued. I like when builds have significance. I mean, they don't have to have significance, but it's cool when there is that extra level of thought going into it. Did you end up living in the Nether? I know you were going to live in the Nether. Wait, were you going to build a... You were going to build a base in the Nether? But now I also have a memory of you saying that you don't like the Nether. Now, okay, now I'm just confusing myself. This is what happens when I only get like 6 or 7 hours of sleep. Memory begins to fail. I think you said at one point you were going to build a base in the Nether. Okay, apparently Absol is just not rare at all. There's plenty of Absol wandering around. Coming up on 6,000 Sinistea encounters. That is a number. Spawn was horrible, so it was impossible to do. Fair enough. Building in the Nether is hard enough, so yeah, you'd want to pick somewhere that's like actually giving you a good starting chance. Ooh, dodging the Nidorans. Going for the teacup. Starts with an ancient race who would move around once they exhausted resources. Ooh. Ancient structures. ancient buildings. And this race didn't like pigs. Calling it now. Every structure is anti-pig. Oh, other people using their things and techniques. Yeah, that's fair. So lots of traps is what I'm hearing. Created Axolotl, the god of destruction. That's right, axolotls are the big new feature. I think they're one of the most exciting new things that got added. I did find an axolotl while I was caving, put it in a bucket, and that was good. To cover their tracks. This does sound like good lore for building bases with lots of traps built in. Wow, no teacups at all. I know the race is gone. Axolotl travels around and destroys things in his way. Nice. It's a god of destruction. The question is, does this god use axolotls to destroy things, or just manually? So the build is of axolotl destroying an abandoned boat that's stuck on some rock pillars. Okay, yeah, that sounds really cool. That's an awesome concept. When you finish the build, you'll have to send a screenshot. Why are there no teacups spawning? That's gonna be your base. Nice. That sounds really cool. Are you gonna like live in the ruined boat, or like around the structure? But it sounds like I don't play on enough worlds where people build like scenes. Usually people just build structures, but like you're building like a monument, which is really cool. My building skills are subpar, so I usually just build like a tower, and then I'm in the tower. Vanillish, not interested. We don't need ice cream right now. First, his presence starts to turn blocks odd colors. Then he uses his floating flowers to tear up the builds and destroy them. Floating flowers? Fancy. Very magical and mystical, as befits an axolotl god. So then, are you gonna like actually go around the server and like exert his influence around the world, or are you just gonna keep it contained to this build that you're doing? Because that would be fun. That's what I like doing with lore, is like, ah yes, I follow the void, which means I'm just gonna walk around and hollow stuff out and make it void. And when you're exploring, then you find these random just weird things in the world. So you could do something like that where you replace blocks with different colors and floating flowers. I don't really know how you do floating flowers though. That sounds difficult to execute. But gonna be living in the boat, but have a storage system in the main pillar the boat is on. Nice. That's cool. Good way of utilizing various aspects of the build. Is a ring of floating flowers. How do you do the flower? Do you like have dirt floating and then flowers planted in that, or that's the part that I'm most unsure of how to execute. It might go around doing that because you'd like to make the last civilization of the ancient race. That would be really cool. Okay, I don't think there's any teacups over here anymore. Oh, what did I just run into? No! No, Nidorans! and then just make tons of ruins everywhere. Yeah. Yeah, really, like, I love that idea of, like, putting stuff in lots of different places throughout the world. Oh, custom flowers. Oh, I see. That makes more sense. Instead of just planting random flowers from Minecraft. Yeah, no, custom flowers makes a ton of sense. That's cool. That's a Nidoran. Everything is Nidoran. And Absol, apparently. Okay, literally everything is Absol. How have I not seen Absol spawning here before? Maybe I have and I'm just not remembering because, you know, no sleep. I actually slept pretty well. I just went to bed early and then had to get up to do the stream. So, it's fine. I'll take a nap later. Connor and I are planning to play Pokemon. We opened that box of Pokemon cards a while back. And we had originally planned that we were, like, gonna build teams out of the cards that we each opened. But then we decided that Connor's cards were bad. So we're adjusting that plan a little bit. But it should be fun, because I haven't, like, actually recorded a Pokemon battle in a long time. So, should be fun. Going for an ocean color palette. Magenta, teals, yellows mostly. Sounds cool. Makes sense also, fitting with the Axolotl coming from the ocean. You could incorporate coral block. Actually, wait, do coral blocks stay alive out of water? I've never built with coral blocks before. But you could incorporate them. And have them around the rock spire or something at the base. I feel like most of the time when I build Minecraft, I end up just using stone bricks. I'm just like, I can't, my brain isn't wired to figure out what things look good together. So I just have to keep things like really straightforward. It's like, you know, wood, stone, and glass. That's pretty much my building materials. Planning on using coral? Nice. Did I bump that up? We'll add another one just in case. There's been plenty of Sinistea that I've encountered and not counted, so. You do need to waterlog blocks, they don't die. Okay. I mean, that would make sense with it being coral, but that does make it slightly more difficult to use in builds. Unless, I also never really experimented with how waterlogging works. Can you waterlog? No, if you waterlog something, it counts as a water source block. So then the water's gonna go other places. Oh, they're spawning back in this corner right now. Like to use cobble and diorite in your builds. Those are interesting choices. Those are ones where I'm like, I don't know how to incorporate the texture well enough. I feel like they look really good if you can mix them in with other blocks, but I don't know how to do it. All my builds just end up being way too smooth and uniform. I'm very utilitarian in my Minecraft builds. I'm like, I need storage space and an enchantment room. That's pretty much what it comes down to. And then the rest of my base is an ender chest. It's shulker boxes and an ender chest. That's my base. Although I do like right at the beginning of a world, I like gathering wool and building a tent and just making a little campsite. I do like that, because that's something where you can just leave it out in the world. And then if you have new players joining a server, they've got a little tent that they can camp out at for a while. And it's also just like a nice thing to have in a Minecraft world. These little campsites. It's more interesting than like having a hollowed out cave as a starting base. Blend them together, make rocks and stuff. That and deep slate. Yeah, deep slate is an interesting. I saw a little bit of it while I was mining around the other day, but they're interesting textures, a nice new dark stone color. I guess I could see myself working with that, because I also like quartz. So yeah, having more varieties of stone to work with. I should just get better at building. Got a giant sheep barn. That's handy. Wool is actually a pretty good resource if you're gonna go mining in the Nether. You can make beds and then blow stuff up. Someone on the realm is making a lighthouse for the new people. Lighthouses are also cool builds. That's probably another one that I could build. I mean, I guess that's technically what I end up building, because I build towers. Like, I have this consistent design where I build a, you know, circular tower that goes up, and then I usually put a beacon in the middle. And it's sort of, I mean, not really a lighthouse, because it's not projecting light outwards, but it is like a giant landmark tower sort of thing, which is cool. Just send a pic to the Discord when your build is done. Yeah, definitely. I would definitely like to see it. Oh, there is a teacup here. Yes. Ha. Did it. I found the teacup. But yeah, wouldn't be a bad idea if I experimented more with, like, variety building in Minecraft, but I have my styles that I like, and it's hard for me to change course. No Nidorans. Don't want them. More Nidoran. Oh, what did I run? Probably a Nidoran. What a surprise. You made the realm as nether portal, so your starter base is the area under the portal. That's nice. Very convenient to have a nether portal as part of your starter base. Yeah, when I was playing the other day on my friend's server, I kind of skipped the whole starter base thing. I basically like loaded up my inventory with as much stuff as I could mine, and then I went and joined the existing base, which is convenient. You don't have to spend time. Although then I didn't get to make a little tent, so pros and cons. Oh, dang it. Why are Nidoran so aggressive? I think that's the problem. It's like, first of all, they're small enough that I accidentally bump into them, but then they also, like, chase you down. So I made another path out, and you were going to use it to get tons of sand. Sand is useful. Sand is one of those things where I'm like, I always eventually want it, but I never collect it until I remember that I'm going to want it. Like, I always get to the point where I'm like, alright, time to put the windows in. And then I'm like, right. Sand. Need sand. Although usually by that point, if I'm actually building something where I'm wanting glass, I probably have a pretty good efficiency shovel. So, it does make it easier to, like, go collect it later. So you're going across it with the two other players, and one just turned around and started going backwards out of nowhere. That's, you know, people on a narrow bridge with player collision that seems risky. I think I know where this story is going. And then the bridge got blown up and you fell in lava. Oh no. Tragic. Hello, Omar. Well, everybody looks like I'm in the UK because all you see is tea. You know, that's the goal here. We're going to the UK for tea or something. Happy Saturday. Hope you're having a good day so far. They made someone else save them because they had expensive gear on them. Yeah, dying in lava is very disheartening in Minecraft. You really lose a lot. Teacups, just be pink. I'm ready. feel like we've been hunting here long enough. More than long enough. A couple weeks, we're going to be up to 6,000. Then yesterday I lost all their stuff in lava instead of the realm. The owner didn't reset the realm back. They would quit Minecraft forever because it took weeks to get their stuff. Yep. Yep. You know, yep. I feel like that happens on servers. If someone falls in lava and loses everything good, there's usually some amount of divine intervention that occurs. It's just not fun to replace gear. I don't know. I kind of like the process of going here and getting stuff back, but... Hello, Royd Weird. Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday to everybody. It was bull, you were delayed building for like an hour and a half. Yeah, I mean, I think it's nice when you're on a shared Minecraft server to agree whether or not you're going to, like, cheat ahead of time to replace materials and resources. But yes, also dying and losing all your resources, that also slows you down. Does make it challenging. Okay, now the teacups are spawning a little bit faster. That's why you don't focus on gear and have only died like twice on the realm. I guess that's true. If you don't invest heavily in your gear, if you end up dying and losing it, it's easier to replace. Yeah, the sponsorship guide, just in case. This is true. You know, just in case a good opportunity to talk about our sponsor comes up. Royd Weird is here. True, Sinistea 10,000 encounters. 10,000 encounters is a must. or rate 10,000 Sinistea encounters as a must. I hope I find a shiny before 10,000. Even if it's not authentic, I just hope I find a shiny one. Also, Pokemon Home app announced that they're giving Gigantamax, Venusaur, and Blastoise as gifts. I actually saw that. I randomly logged into what do you call it the other day, Pokemon Home, and I got Gmax, Bulbasaur, and Squirtle. They have the thing. What is it? Gigantamax Factor. They obviously can't Gigantamax yet, but when you evolve them fully. I do like the events, the Pokemon Home app, because that's just a free app, and, you know, anyone can get those mystery gift events, which is nice. And having extra Oh, also they're in Cherish Balls, which is always cool. Getting Pokemon in Cherish Balls is always nice. Bird with TNT on its head? Did I miss something? It's a fez. Oh, Royd Weird's profile picture. I was like, when did that happen in the game? What have I been looking at? TNT, insisting that it's TNT. Royd Weird says it's fez. I feel like I keep missing the button when I'm trying to count when I'm seeing a Sinistea. Yeah, an old free hat from a game called Among Us. Oh, it exists IRL too. Smoxley insists. No, this is TNT. Hey, Ambipom. How's it going? TNT on the head of a bird. I could see it both ways. It could be TNT or a fez, you know. Both very possible. We're trying. I still haven't found a shiny Sinistea in the Crown Tundra. It's disheartening. It's time. It needs to happen soon. Got a short story to tell of your shining Baneri Masuda method. You were shiny hunting for a female shining Baneri, but instead the game gave you 2 male shinies instead. That sounds like a process. Is Baneri one of those where certain gender is more common to show up? Yeah, I don't know that I quite followed the entire story. I think what you're saying is that you were... Oh, what just realized? Oh, never mind. I'm okay with that random teacup encounter. I will accept it. Sounds like you were going for a very specific shiny Baneri, and you were getting other shiny Baneris that did not match the specifics. I think you have a female shiny Baneri. But yeah, no, right. So my question was, is Baneri one of those where certain genders are more common than the other one? Because some Pokemon species are like 80% to 20% or something. The ratios are all off. And I think that might be a thing. Is there actually a thing with rabbits, or am I just getting confused thinking about how... I don't know. I can't remember if that's a real thing in real life with rabbits, where a certain gender is slightly more common. I don't think it is. I think I'm just getting confused. No, Dracloak, no! Teacup? Nope, Cryogonal. You wish you could have shaved the grass off the earth so you could see Sinistea easily. That might not be possible. Yeah. I knew where that was going before I read it. I knew it was gonna be for Dollar Shave Club. Honestly, yes. If I could, like, mow the grass out here. Honestly, what we need is an ad for Mow Rotom. Imagine if you could, like, put Rotom in the mow form, and you could actually mow down the tall grass so that it was easier to see spawns. That would be nice. I would appreciate it. You're doing the season method, got a shiny female Baneri. Oh, to get a shiny female Baneri, but instead you got 2 male shinies. So going for it again a 3rd time. Oh, 3rd time's the charm. Yes, yes. You've got 2 lucky rabbit's feet, right? Too dark? That's what you can use the other Baneris for. Honestly, you could probably get 8 feet from it. That's 8 shiny lucky rabbits. Okay. 10:01 p.m. Oh, you're on the other side of the planet. It is nighttime. It's supposed to be a large community race today. Ooh. What is the target? What are people going for? Hello, Starfight Perseverance. You're here. 11-year-old water trainer is here, and would you like to know your fortune? Sure. I'd love to know my fortune. But people think the community races are rigged because mods keep winning. That is suspicious. Although, how can you rig shiny odds? That seems... I mean, I guess you can if you're hacking the game, but... who knows? Oh, Mime Jr., no! Jump scare. Baneri is 50-50 for male and female. Okay. Assume that's a no. No, sorry. I was just slow to catch up on chat. I keep getting distracted by the game. I would love to hear my fortune. Exam stuck. Have to wake up early, 8 a.m., but normally wake up at 10 a.m. and sleep at 12 a.m. Yeah, getting up early is annoying. 8 a.m. is, like, reasonable, but any earlier than 8 a.m. is unacceptable. And 6 a.m. is just really unacceptable. Like, the planet doesn't exist before 6 a.m. If you're being asked to get up before 6 a.m. for something, don't do it. It's not real. It's not safe to go out of the house. But good luck with the exams. Sorry that you have to get up early for them. I wish that when exams were happening, they would understand that, like, people perform better when they get enough sleep. Although I guess you'd still have people staying up late studying overnight, so maybe the start time isn't super relevant. I don't know. You'd think that they would just try to schedule exams at a convenient time. Vulpix and Growlithe as the target. Ooh, those are fun targets. I could see going for shiny Vulpix because I do like Vulpix. You can pick up your Jar of Fortunes. All right, let's hear it. First 3 to get shiny win a gift card prize. Oh, and the mods keep winning. That is suspicious. Alright, fortune is fate loves the fearless. Ooh. So I'm fated to find a shiny Sinistea if I hold my courage strong and do something. Yes. Persevere in the face of defeat and remain strong or something. How does this correlate to me getting a shiny teacup? Thank you for the fortune. Always good to know what is in store. Not participating this time because you already have a shiny Vulpix. Lucky. Shiny Vulpix is cool. I mean, shiny Ninetales is what I really want. But anyone ever went for a 12-hour long drive while sitting in the same spot with rare breaks while suffering from extreme motion sickness? No, just you. I have not done this, in fact. I do not envy that situation. That sounds not exciting. You don't want Growlithe? Yeah, Growlithe is okay, but I think Vulpix is the nicer Pokemon of the duo. Arcanine and Ninetales are always the most popular Gen 1 fire types, besides Charizard and Magmar. How many other Gen 1 fire types are there, though? Like, what else is there between... What? Why? No. Where's the... I thought this was a teacup. Why ice cream? Spin one time before the next encounter. Okay, 1 second. Let me run away from this Vanillite, and then we'll spin. Spin. Boom. Teacup. Ah, it didn't work. Worth a try, though, you know? Pretty much that's your fortune. Alright, nice. I have interpreted the stars well. Vulpix and Ninetales top tier, and no one can tell you otherwise. I agree. I think Ninetales might be my favorite Pokemon. I mean, I like Vulpix too. I just like Ninetales because of the... I like Vulpix more design-wise. It's cuter. But I like Ninetales more competitive-wise because... You know, I like competitive and I want to use fully evolved Pokemon. But yeah, I think Vulpix and Ninetales are my top favorite Pokemon. I like the Cantonian ones more than the Alolan ones, but the Alolan ones are better. So I'm a fan of the Alolan one now too, because I actually used it on teams. I still wish it had been an ice, like, psychic type or a ghost type. I want a dual ghost and say, oh no, YouTube not receiving enough video. No. Come on, catch up. Wi-Fi. No. Don't go downstream. Don't go down. Please come back. Internet. We need you. We can't stream without internet. It doesn't work that way. Well, hopefully it catches up. I just gotta keep going. You can't Masuda hunt, otherwise you would for Alolan Vulpix. That's right. Actually, no, I think... Can you Masuda method for Alolan Pokemon? I think you can for Alolan Vulpix. Because I bred for my Alolan Vulpix, so I think... It's really, like, breeding for regional variant Pokemon is really difficult to do. But you can do it. I forget exactly how the mechanics work. But to get my competitive Ninetales, I definitely bred Alolan Vulpix. I just remember you have to have the Alolan parents. I can't remember. It's a really difficult setup. But I think you can Masuda method for Alolan Vulpix. You can't breed for something like Raichu, because there's no way to evolve Pikachu into Alolan Raichu in the game. But for something that has the first stage evolution that is in the game. Oh, it doesn't count for the community hunt. I see what you're saying. Okay. That makes more. I see. So you'd have to hunt them a lot. Right. Okay, I get what you're saying. Sorry, I'm just confused. Only one fortune a day. Have 3 pet rabbits that an orange rabbit. I guess that makes sense. I'm trying to picture it. I guess rabbits. I guess I've seen an orange rabbit before. Interesting. Orange, black, and white. Named them Ginger, Pepper, and Sugar. Those are great names for rabbits. That's fantastic. I very much approve. Find a teacup and then I will catch up on chat again. Come on, Sinistea. Come on, encounter. I need a teacup so I can read the chat. There's no teacups. Where are the teacups? There's one. Okay. Catch up now. Also just found out something very interesting in Pokemon Sword and Shield. You can turn off nickname settings for your Pokemon, so basically just Masuda method fast. That's true! Yes, you can! It does make Masuda method hunting that much faster. I forgot to do that when I was going for my Litwick. But it's okay, it didn't take me very long to find a shiny Litwick anyway. So they're both really cute. Vulpix was your favorite Pokemon for a really long time. Yeah, I like both of them. I like the traditional fire design a little bit more, but definitely the Alolan Vulpix and Ninetales line is not bad by any means. They are adorable. Oh wait, what was that? Was that a teacup? I did see a question mark. Yes. You're part psychic trainer because you draw fortunes, people. Like, do you like Pokemon? I say you should really be psychic. Sure. Yeah, I think if I was gonna build, I think my favorite types in the game are fire, psychic, and electric. Mostly because I tend to like the designs of those Pokemon, and the stat lines of those Pokemon tend to fit my playstyle. So those are my favorite types. I think if I was going to be a gym trainer... I mean, I did make my mono-electric team. I made an electric gym leader team. That was pretty fun. I do like that team. That's you're talking about not being able to pursue the before. Yes, okay, I finally caught up. You usually seem to be a charm with your random things. Worked once when a guy was changing the time through the time through the mom in Crystal. Oh, the mom NPC in Crystal. I understand. To get a call from a certain NPC, said talk to her from the other side, and it worked. Ooh. I'll take it. As many good luck charms as I can have in chat. I clearly need them. I've done so many thousands of encounters here without finding a shiny teacup. I need any assistance possible. Nope, that's a Nidoran over there. Teacup. 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 There it is. Okay, we did it. You can shiny hunt for Alolan Vulpix and Sword and Shield. All you need is to give the Alolan Vulpix an Everstone. Right, okay. And now every time the egg hatches, it will be a Alolan Vulpix instead of the regular one. Do Dittos work? That's what I can't remember, is if you need to use 2 Vulpixes, or if you can still use a Ditto with them. That's so you've got a team of astronomy Pokemon. Crobat, signature Pokemon, Solrock, Latios, Musharna, and Lunatone. That's a cool theme. Very intriguing. Oh, what did I just run into? It's a Nidoran. Of course it's a Nidoran. Why am I surprised? You know what? Exclamation point shiny. Yes, I am a good streamer with chat commands built in. Sorry, it's not gonna work. I used to stream with Streamlabs because I wanted to get notifications in case people subscribed, so I could thank them. But I think it lagged out my internet. Like, my internet couldn't handle Streamlabs. So I just stream from YouTube. I don't have any commands. I don't get any notifications. It's very low tech. Kill a Cryogonal to appease the shiny log gods. Okay, will do. That makes sense. Eventually, if I ever get better Wi-Fi, I'll definitely switch back over to using Streamlabs so that I can actually have some fancy stuff in the stream. But for now, we're very low tech. I just need to keep the thing live. Alright, here's the Cryogonal. Killing it for shiny luck. Test it out if your game doesn't go on the fritz again. Fair enough. Let's see. I'm gonna kill it with my Urshifu. Feel bad for me. I know. I'm sorry. I want to have Streamlabs set up because I think it's more fun for viewers to have that extra interaction stuff, but Wi-Fi's just not good enough. My whole stream setup is very subpar. For those of you who don't know, I have a laptop with everything open on one screen. The internet doesn't work. I don't have a wired connection. It is what it is. We make do with it. It works for now. Used to think Cryogonals were legendary Pokemon. They used to be pretty uncommon. I feel like they only spawned in like one area in Black and White. But honestly, I am very glad that they are not legendary because I don't care for Cryogonal at all. It's just a boring Pokemon. I don't like many ice types. Alolan Vulpix and Ninetales are exceptions. They're great. But most ice types, I don't know. They don't really speak to me in general. I have been thinking about, or we've been talking recently in streams about making a shiny ghost team with Sinistea and Chandelure, and I'd probably use Sableye, and I guess we could go for shiny Dragapult. That could be a good Pokemon to include. Gengar, maybe? Because I do like ghost types too. And making a whole themed shiny ghost type team would be pretty fancy. And I could definitely still do the Shadow Sneak. Oh, you could have... Oh, I could have Dusclops on the team too. For a trigger setup. Ghost best type. How does the Sinistea reproduce? Never mind. Oh no, Sinistea, it's nothing crazy or anything. Basically what happens is you lose a teacup somewhere, and then someone dies near it. And then that person gets to possess the teacup. Although, actually, right, good point. They can breed. So maybe the answer is slightly more complicated. I don't know. Pokemon breeding mechanics, you can't think about them too much. It doesn't really make sense for a number of species. I guess the Sinistea isn't actually the teacup. It's the tea inside the cup, which is the ghost. But still, this is probably a line of logic that I shouldn't go down. Suffice to say, life finds a way, you know? The Delibirds and the Compies are always present. I guess authentic Sinistea, though. That's probably why authentic Sinistea are so rare. They can't, because you can't breed for an authentic Sinistea. Well, I guess the authentic part about a Sinistea is that it's not the Sinistea itself, it's the teacup that it's in. But actually, no, so that's a good point. When you're breeding Sinistea, where do they find all the teacups that they're possessing? Where does the teacup come from? Same with stuff like Farfetch'd. Like, where do they find the stick? Never drank coffee in your life. You're drinking coffee right now. I have had coffee, but I don't care for it all that much. So I do not drink it regularly. I haven't had it very much. If I was gonna drink coffee, I'd have to find something that has lots of non-coffee mixed with it to improve taste. I don't know, maybe coffee would help me stay more energized. Considering I am usually fairly sleepy. But I guess, you know, just getting more sleep would also help with that, so... I think that's my hesitation. I don't want to rely on coffee to stay awake. Although, I don't know, it could be helpful. Guess I don't know until I try. Honestly, the main thing I drink is water. That's my beverage of choice. It's the first and only sponsor of the channel. Water. You should drink some. I highly recommend it. If you can drink enough water that you like the taste of it, you're in a good position health-wise. Because I think for the longest time I didn't care for water because it's just, it has a very, I mean, it's tasteless. It's not very pleasant to drink. But if you can like drink enough that you're not as concerned about the tastelessness and you're just enjoying the refreshingness, then you're set up good for the rest of your life. I honestly, I should have some water here. I don't think I have. I don't think my thermos is full. I will get water after the stream because water is important. This is what happens when I don't find shiny Sinistea. I ramble a lot. In the hunting Discord, someone asked who's gonna get shiny Growlithe first, and I said a model. You just all need to have more people hunting to break the curse. Someone's gotta beat the mods to it. Dang, I still need like 14 Sinistea in the next 7 minutes. I guess that's possible. As long as they spawn regularly enough. We can still do it. We can get there. We'll get these teacups before noon. But boy, I'm losing my mind. So I feel like sometimes I don't realize just how much this hunt is driving me insane. And then I realize I'm rambling about water for minutes on end. And I realize that yes, turns out that ooh, random Sinistea encounter. Nice, nice. I'll take it. Any extra teacups are good teacups. There's one, good. Very good, very good. I need a nap. Later, though. Take it later. Nope. No teacups. There's one. Alright, we're still on track. 10 teacups, 5 minutes. We can do this. It's still possible. There's one. Good, good. One of these days, it's going to be literally the last teacup that I find after going for an hour. It'll finally be shiny. And I'm going to be totally caught off guard. I'm going to lose my mind. One of these days, it'll happen. I believe. So, I guess I should also, I just remembered that I was thinking about the, oops, random Nidoran. That's not good. That's going to slow me down. I was thinking, I feel like recently I haven't had as much time to edit videos. Like, I still try to edit stuff and upload things on Fridays, but I just don't have as much time to, like, sit down and edit through stuff as much as I'd like to. So, I was thinking that maybe I would start just streaming the games that were my Let's Plays. Like I do Wind Waker and Super Mario RPG. And especially for Wind Waker, I was thinking I could just stream that and upload that, because then I wouldn't edit it if it was just a live stream of me playing Wind Waker. So, I don't know if people would be interested in a Wind Waker or Super Mario RPG live stream, but I was thinking that maybe instead of trying to edit stuff and still have an edited video every week, maybe I'd just turn it into more live streams. Because I sit down and play the game for like an hour or two, and then I usually edit it into a couple of different videos over the course of a couple of weeks. But maybe I should just stream it. It would definitely be faster for me. I don't know. I still like edited video content. I think that it's sometimes a little bit more entertaining because I don't know. It's entertaining in a different way. But anyway, it's something I'm thinking about that I could switch to. Not on Saturdays. I'd still do the Sinistea streams on Saturdays, but throughout the week, add in other streams with Wind Waker and Super Mario RPG to finish up those series. I am in Central Time Zone, that is correct. Finally, someone's in the same time zone. It's always nice when there's someone in the same time zone as you, because time zones are confusing. Time is annoying. It's frustrating to have to keep track of people being in different times at the same time. It's does work with Ditto, but the Ninetales needs an Everstone. Yeah, that sounds right. I think I remember. Oh, random. Preppy2of5 Gaming. That is a fantastic username. Hello, welcome to the stream. I am indeed hunting shiny authentic Sinistea. Day 121 of looking for it, and I've lost my mind. But we're trying, you know? We're really trying. I didn't spend that whole time in the Crown Tundra. I have to keep remembering. I've only been in the Crown Tundra for like 30 hours or something. Which still feels like a lot of time, but anyway. Yes, I am indeed looking for the teacup from 11 to noon Central Time every Saturday. We spend an hour, we look for 100 Sinistea encounters, and none of them are ever shiny. And that's the stream! Always wanted to see a ghost type evolution, and you know, two ways they can do it. Use an item Reaper Cloth if an EV faint. Oh, an evolution! Ghost type evolution. Yeah, that would be cool. Use the item Reaper Cloth, or if an EV faints holding the Reaper Cloth and evolves into a ghost type EV. That would be a very dark evolution for an Eevee, that you literally have to let it faint, but it would make sense, and I think that would be cool. And actually, wait. So the way that evolutions are determined is whether they were special attackers before the physical special split, right? Like, every evolution was a special attacker before the physical special split, and I think ghosts were physical attackers before the split. But I don't know, they could switch it up eventually. They could find a way to give us a ghost type evolution. They can do whatever they want. Second one could be a trade evolution, hold the Reaper Cloth and evolves into a ghost type. I like the fainting method, especially just because trade evolutions are really hard for some players to execute. Unless you have like an NPC that does it in-game, that could work. But yeah, and the fainting method is pretty thematic as well, so that would be cool. All right, well, we did it. We found 100 Sinistea. None of them were shiny. What a surprise! It's noon. That's the stream. Anyway, thank you all for watching. I'll be back next week. We'll keep looking for the Sinesteas. We'll go to 5,950. Actually completed the Spiritomb quest right in front of you. Nice! I did that a couple weeks back. That's like a very tedious quest to get Spiritomb, but it's cool because it's unique. But congrats. Nice work finding it. Trade evolution is caca. Yeah. It's not bad for me. I usually have someone I can trade with, but I know that for other people, it's difficult. And it is an extra level of inconvenience that if you just want one Pokemon, you have to schedule it with someone to make it happen. So anyway, understandable that trade evolution is annoying. I agree. But yes, that's it for today's stream. Next week, we'll get to 5,950, and then the week after, we're going to be at 6,000 freaking Sinistea encounters. Well, it is what it is. Thank you all for watching. Always good to hang out with people and hear from them. And hope you all have a good weekend and week ahead of us. And I will see you in the next one.